These small accounts have identified a loophole which allows them to make thousands of dollars now in 2023 and going forward into 2024. This is done without nothing out of pocket for them. They're not paying for ads, they're not paying for AI tool subscriptions, they don't need any teams. They get up and running very quickly. It's an ethical way that TikTok is happy with. In fact, TikTok makes money out of this as well. This can also be done from 0 followers, which is just completely insane. What are they doing exactly? How are they making this much money? And more importantly, how can you do it too? Well, let's jump into my screen so I can answer all of these questions for you. And later in this video, I will also reveal how you can get started with this, even if you have 0 followers. And if you're someone that's serious about making money on TikTok, whether it's just for side hustle purposes or you want to eventually make full time, then this is something that you're going to want to listen to. Let's jump straight in. Okay, so this is the first account. It's called mini.store.24. Not even that many videos that have been uploaded onto this account. Very simple profile. You can see that they're gaining a pretty decent amount of views. They seem to be uploading exactly the same video over and over again, so not a huge amount of effort going into it. You will notice something very similar from this account and the next account that I'm going to show you. The other profile is called GIYRDJEGK. Hopefully I've not butchered their name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It's a small account at just over 1,000 followers, not too many likes as well. But the amazing thing, if you look at the like and follower numbers and compare that to how many views this account is getting, it's just completely insane. There's people out there with much less views that are putting in a huge amount of effort in their videos. And what you'll notice in both cases, both on this account and the last account that we were on, they don't even show their face on these videos, they don't talk on these videos. So how exactly are both of these accounts making money? Let me show you something really quickly. I'm going to go into a couple of videos on both this account and the other account, and let's see if you can notice what it is that they do. So no prizes for guessing. This account is promoting TikTok shop products, and as you can see by the number of views that they're getting relative to the amount of followers and likes they've got overall, the algorithm is pushing them like absolutely crazy, because they are promoting TikTok shop products which make TikTok money. And TikTok shop is a huge opportunity right now. Not a lot of creators are talking about this, so if you are serious about making money on TikTok, this is something that you want to be thinking about as well. Pretty much the same thing, 1,400 followers, not a huge amount of likes, but if you look at the view count and the average views, relatively decent. Go to their most watched video, shop, next video after that, TikTok shop. And the crazy part is the opportunity in terms of how much money you can make utilizing TikTok. In fact, that's what I'm going to jump into now. Let's talk about how much they do make from these videos and estimate how much that is exactly. So if you go into the most watched video, let's look at the date. The video was on the 11th of November in 2023, 2.7 million views, 25.3k likes. The product that they're promoting on here, as we can see, is a jumpsuit, and the commission that they're earning is £2.85. However, it could be different. This is my commission if I were to promote this product. This is not necessarily their commission. There are chances that theirs could be much higher than that if the shop has, for example, contacted them directly and offered them a higher rate so they can keep promoting this product onto their account. But we'll go with what we can see, £2.85. Now if we take that £2.85 and look at the number of likes they've got, they say 285, which is their take-home commission, and multiply that by the number of likes, 25,300 likes. This is assuming that everyone that's liked the video purchased the product. This is how much the creator makes in their pocket, £72,105. Now in dollars, that will be somewhere around $75,000 depending on the conversion. Don't hold me to that. I would convert it online, but roughly around there. If we say 50% of the people that liked the video purchased the product and just divide that by 2, this is how much they've made off that one video, £36,052. And if we say 25% of the people that liked the video purchased the product, so we divide this again by 2, This creator made £18,026 off that one video. And keep in mind, folks, you don't have to upload just one video on TikTok per day. You can upload multiple videos per day. You can upload 30 videos a month, 60, 90 videos a month, and there's no limit to how many links or how many videos that you can have, with all of those opportunities to go viral and have multiple chances to make a ton of money per month. That's just one video. All of their other videos, every one of their videos has got a TikTok shop link, including the ones that have gone viral as well. So they're giving themselves multiple opportunities to go viral and make a ton of money without ever having to touch the creativity program beta, worrying about the length of their videos. They don't have to worry about qualified views on their videos. So you can see the opportunity there in 2024. More and more of these types of accounts are cropping up where you don't see the creator's face, you don't hear their voice, so it's faceless, voiceless. All they do is upload similar type of background to the video, put in some kind of enticing message to the viewer, and link in a TikTok shop product, and that's it. Literally it, and it costs them absolutely nothing. They don't have to purchase the product. All they do is just find it in the TikTok shop marketplace and link the product in the video. I've got a bunch of other videos on this account here on YouTube that talk about TikTok shop, where I go into a bit more detail. You can jump onto those videos if you want to understand a bit more. But jumping on to how they go about doing this, again, it's very, very simple. All these creators are doing one of two things. They are either filming something new every time with their phone. It could be the environment that they're in. They could be walking, they could be at the park, they could be, you know, relaxing with friends, whatever, but they don't film themselves. They just film whatever it is they're interested in, and all they do is just upload that onto TikTok as a 7 or 8 second clip, and they just include a link from the TikTok shop of whatever product they're promoting in there, add some music to it, and that's it. It's that simple. Both of these accounts are following the same principle. Alternatively, if you're not filming any content, you could just go onto sites like Pexels and download some really good copyright free footage and just keep re-uploading that footage until you hit a product that sells a lot. And once you find a product that sells a lot, you just keep making videos and including that same link, because that shows that there's a need for that product. And TikTok is obviously fully behind you, as you can see by this example, because the algorithm is pushing them like absolutely mad. They've only got 988 likes overall on their profile, but the number of views, you can see how many opportunities the algorithm is giving them to get this video shown to as many people as possible. You make money, TikTok makes money, the shop that sells the product make money as well. In terms of how you can start this too, I've mentioned before, you can also start this with 0 followers, and the hack to get that done, all you do, rather than starting a TikTok shop affiliate account as a creator, you sign up onto the TikTok seller website and sign up as a shop yourself. Very straightforward process. They just ask you for a few more additional details than they would to a normal creator and a TikTok shop affiliate. Once you've filled in all that information and signed up as an individual, you will get the TikTok shop. Here's an example here. So this other account, mini.store.24, and they've got an email on their profile, which goes to show you that it's a TikTok shop profile. When it comes to content creators on TikTok that are absolutely rinsing it on the creativity program beta, making anywhere from multiple 5 figures, 6 figures, all the way up to the millions, building empires, there's one secret tool that they don't want you to know about, and this tool allows you to take long form videos and chop them up into clips. These clips can then be uploaded onto TikTok, YouTube, Facebook Reels, Instagram, allowing you to create multiple tens of videos in some cases in a matter of minutes. The tool is called Opus Clip, and in this video I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can go about taking long form videos and chopping them up into short form content that you can then upload to multiple platforms, not just TikTok. You can take the same video and upload it onto other platforms as well. Now I'm going to walk you through step by step how to go about doing this within Opus Clip. The beauty of this tool is you can actually trial it out completely free of charge, and you do actually get an end product that you can use and upload on social media while you're still using the free trial. So it's not like a free trial where you can't export or you can't do anything with it. I'm going to walk you through this step by step. If you are going to follow along, there is a link in the description as well, and that will take you straight to the website. If you find value, by the end of this video, do make sure that you drop a like and do subscribe if this is the type of content that you are interested in. We talk about TikTok, growth, monetization, and strategy on this channel. And if that sounds good to you, be sure to smash that subscribe button. So the tool that we're talking about is called Opus Clip. And again, if you want to follow along, there is a link in the description, which is going to bring you directly onto this page. Full disclosure as well, it is an affiliate link, which supports this channel. If you do click onto that, costing you nothing extra. So appreciate everyone who does go ahead and click that link. But either way, this is your page that you'll be landing on. As you can see, the slogan there, 1 long video, 10 viral clips. That is relative to the video. It can be many more video clips than 10, as you will see with my example. You can sign in, it's completely free to sign up. You've got an option to view the pricing. You can see customer stories on those different tabs there. There's also a learning center for you to make the most out of the tool. But in the interest of keeping this video as short as possible, we'll not explore any of those now. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to maybe take a deeper dive in a future video and go through those different options. For now, we're going to focus on signing up. So obviously you click the sign up button if you haven't already signed up. I have. So what happens for me when I click sign up is it takes me onto my page. I am using the free subscription as well, so you guys can see exactly what you will get with the free subscription, which I believe in my opinion is pretty generous. So you get 1 hour 30 minutes worth of credits, or minutes rather. So that's how much video time you'd be able to chop at length, at maximum, with the free subscription. Obviously with the paid one, you can do a whole lot more than that. All you do is you find the video that you are wanting to chop, and then you drop the link onto here where it's got get clips in 1 click. Now it does also let you know on there what platforms are supported: YouTube, Google Drive, Zoom, Video, Rumble, etc., StreamYard, so you know what platforms are supported for you to drop the link. So I'm going to copy my video link in there, paste it, and from here, as you can see, it's got the video. So this is one of my longer videos. It's 1 hour 4 minutes long. And what we're looking at here is credit usage. So it's telling me how much credit I'll be using with this video, or how much it's going to need relative to what I've got left on there. Now I did have 1 hour and 30 minutes. I've actually gone through and chopped this video up to save you guys the time. So shortly after I walk you through what's on this screen, I'm going to show you what the results are after the video has been chopped up, which is why it's saying I've only got 26 minutes left on my account. But on yours, you'll probably see more time. You'll probably see 1 hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, ultimately it shows you here how much is going to be used by the video that you are uploading. What we've got on here is the bit further down is the processing time frame. So it lets you know the length of your video here, and it gives you an opportunity to start the chopping process anywhere within that video. So say for example you've got a long intro or something that you're not interested in chopping up, you can start your timer further into the video. Equally, if you've got like a long outro at the end which you don't want to chop up into short content, you can do the same on there as well. So you can reduce the video as you see fit based on where you want the chopping to begin. Below that, you've got preferred clip length, which is essentially how long do you want the short clips to be. You can either allow the tool to automatically choose for you based on its analysis, or you can choose whether you want 30-second clips, 30 to 60 seconds, 60 to 90 seconds, 90 seconds to 3 minutes as well. You can choose multiple lengths, as you can see. If you choose 30 seconds or below, it's not necessarily going to be 30 seconds. You may get 10 seconds, 12 seconds, you may get 15 seconds, etc. Same here as well. So what the tool does essentially, it analyzes what you're saying in the video, and it does its best to get the full context of what you're saying out within that time frame, so it doesn't cut you mid-sentence. For example, if you are talking about a certain topic, it'll try and start at the beginning of your statement and stop at the end of that statement within these parameters, so within the time frame that you've allowed it to do, which is why it doesn't give you an exact time. It's always going to say between such and such time or shorter than such and such time. Below that, you've got an option as well, which is completely optional. I don't tend to use it, but if you have got specific keywords that you want the tool to listen out for and focus chopping on, for example, if you wanted to focus on talking about the creativity program beta on a video with a wide variety of topics, but you wanted to just find the areas where you're talking about the creativity program beta, that's where you can put those keywords in as well. Like many tools, it can be as complex as you make it. It can be as simple as you make it. There's a lot you can do with this tool, but for the most part, at a high level, what you want to focus on is just choosing how long you want the clips to be. If you are focusing more on the creativity program beta, obviously you want it to be minimum 60 seconds, maximum 90 seconds. Whereas if you're me, I'm not too focused on the creativity program beta in this particular example. I'm more focused on YouTube shorts, which is why I'm saying 30 seconds or less. Whereas if I was doing this for TikTok, then I'd be looking at 60 seconds and over if I wanted to focus on the beta. You're then gonna click on Get Clips in one click. From there, the tool is gonna analyze your video and it's going to let you know how long roughly it thinks the whole clipping process is going to take. For reference, my video is 1 hour and 4 minutes long, and for me it took 14 minutes to chop all of that up into shorter videos, and I'm going to show you here in just a second what that looks like and how many clips I was able to get out of that based on my instruction of asking for clips that are 30 seconds or less. By the way, if you are finding value in this video, hit the like button. It does help us out massively, and do also smash the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this from us. This was my result. Out of that 1 hour 3 minutes video, I managed to get 28 different videos out of that, and that is literally within a space of 14 minutes. That quickly I've now got shorts that I can upload onto YouTube and get scheduled. Not only that, there's a bunch of more interesting things that you're gonna like as well. So on top of that, it's not only chopped the videos up, but it also analyzed each section that it's chopped up, and it gives you a description of what the AI thinks on that particular clip, and it's also got a score of basically whether that video is likely to go viral or not. So the likelihood that this video will go viral on short, TikTok, Reels, etc., and it's giving it a 99 score. I believe it's out of 100, I'm not entirely sure, but in this video, for example, it's telling me that the video effectively grabs the audience's attention with its hook, flows logically from introduction to conclusion, and it provides valuable advice and strategies for success on TikTok, making a personal connection with viewers. So some really good feedback there. So it's kind of like you've got your own AI coach based on these clips. Obviously, disclaimer, this is not a guarantee that this will go viral. This is just the AI telling you what it thinks. What you'll also see is how long that specific clip is, and you'll notice that all the different clips have different lengths: 15 seconds, 26 seconds, 18 seconds, because again, as I mentioned at the beginning, the AI finds full statements and tries its best to not cut you off mid-sentence, which is why your video clips are always going to be different in terms of length. So yeah, this one sounds pretty good. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to analyze and read a few. This one here, the video has an attention grabbing hook that creates a sense of urgency and importance. Yeah, that sounds good. And obviously the ones that are further up are the ones that have the best score, but the further down you go, the lower the score. So if you go further, if you go back up, you've obviously got a title for each video as well, which is really helpful. This gives you an idea of what you should title your TikTok creativity program beta video, or your short, or your reel. And there are some other parameters that you can work with here as well. As you can see, you've already got your AI text that's already been put on there for you as well. You've already got an option to schedule. Now this is a paid feature, so if I click on schedule, it's giving you an option there of selecting from the paid options. It does give free as well on there, but it says there's going to be a watermark, obviously, which we don't want. You've also got an option to download each clip which is what I'm going to be doing with this particular video, so I can upload them as YouTube shorts. And you've got an option to edit each clip as well. So say the AI has chopped up the content, you've got the videos, but you're not entirely happy with some of the results, you can go into each one and you can edit that particular clip as well. Like for example, I'm going to preview this particular one here, and I'm going to click into edit so you can see what options are available. So okay, I'm perfectly happy with that, but say that you weren't happy and you wanted to edit some of that video. So what you can do is click onto edit, and once you do that, these are the options that you've got. This is the caption, that's the first thing that you'll see, so you can edit the caption. You can see a timeline style editing preview here as well, where you can edit it much as you would on a normal video editor. And also you can edit a number of other parameters. You can edit the design, you can edit your layout settings here, you can edit if you want b-roll to go in. Personally, I don't want the auto b-roll feature. I've tried it before and it doesn't always come up with some good b-roll that it adds on, but what it does for those interested, it automatically finds free b-roll and adds it into the video to align with what you're saying. Not too impressed with that feature, but you can try it out as well and see if it's something that you're happy with. Auto emojis, perfectly happy with that. What that means is, along with your text, you're also going to get emojis next to the text. Just makes things a bit more fluid, a bit more dynamic, and a bit more visual. So I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm going to leave it switched on. Auto intro caption, an optional one to you as well. This is where it can put a title. So if a person is looking through your feed, for example, and trying to find what videos of yours they should watch, this is what's going to grab their attention before they actually click onto the video. Again, that's pretty good, and I'm perfectly happy to switch that on. Change that as well. You can update the video title on there. You can delete that one and maybe add a more attention grabbing one if you wish. And you can work with your captions here as well. So these are the different options. You can do them as one line, or you can do them as 3 lines. I'm perfectly happy with 3 lines, so I'm going to leave that as it is. Caption position, do you want them to be on top, do you want them to be in the middle, or do you want them to be at the bottom, or auto? In this case, middle tends to work best, so I'm going to say middle, and I'm going to leave everything else as it is. Caption transition, so as you can see, you can go pretty deep with some of these adjustments here. I'm not gonna change too much on this one apart from what I've just done, and then I'm gonna click on save and compile, allow it to save the changes that I've made there, and just wait for it to apply those changes. As you can see here, it's giving me 3 minutes for the changes to be applied, and from there I can go back and see those changes, download the videos, and from there it's literally, that's it, the video is ready to be uploaded onto your favorite social, and it is literally that simple. Honestly, I feel almost guilty using this. It shouldn't be this easy to create content. Now that you've watched this video, you might be interested in learning more about the Creativity Program Beta, the rules, what it is exactly, what different things mean within the beta. The video that's currently on the screen is where I walk you through in detail all the different aspects of the Creativity Program Beta. I'll see you in there. So here's what you do. You go here and you type in the following information. So I found a sneaky way to increase your Creativity Program Beta RPM, and I've not come across any YouTube videos that give the same 5 steps that I'm going to go through in this video. And the good thing is these are based on real information from people getting high RPMs. So now the problem that you've got is you probably are in the Creativity Program Beta, and if you are, congratulations, but the problem is your payments don't seem to be getting any higher or any closer to what you'd like to achieve. Now, the solutions to getting higher RPMs on the Creativity Program Beta is one of 2. The first one is you can either get multiples of millions of views, which is easier said than done. So regardless of your RPM, you still get paid a decent amount of money. The second option is to raise your RPM, which we're going to focus on in this video. So even if you don't get millions upon millions of views, you still get a pretty decent payout. That sounds good to you? My name is Victor. I'm from CreatorBug, and do drop a big like if that's something that you benefit from. Watch the video up until the end and do let me know if you've got any questions around this topic. On this channel, we'll talk about growth, monetization, and content strategy for small TikTok accounts and businesses. So feel free to join the club. So the first thing you want to do is go into the TikTok search bar and type in creativity program beta or similar. So you could type in something like how much I got paid on the creativity program beta or creativity program beta payout, as long as the result is going to bring you a list of videos where people talk about how much they've been paid on the creativity program beta. Now, what you want to look for once you've got the results is videos that have an RPM of $1 or above, because the creativity program beta RPM on average is usually around 20, maybe 40 cents. So the closer you get to $1 or above, that means you're higher than the average RPM and you're really where the money is when it comes to getting paid for views on content. Next thing you want to do is take a deeper dive. You go into each profile, look at their most watched 1 minute plus videos. So this is assuming that you found some accounts from the last exercise that have an RPM over $1, and you're looking at each of these individual accounts. We're talking 5 to 10 accounts. It can be more depending on how heavy or how light you want to go. But I wouldn't go overboard as a starting point. So once you have these 5 or 10 accounts, you go into each profile and look at their most watched 1 minute plus videos. Now, ideally, these should be recent videos. So we're talking in the last week, 2 weeks, in the last month, because TikTok moves very quickly. So you don't want to find content that was relevant a year ago that is no longer relevant. Next thing you want to do is create a simple spreadsheet or grab a notepad and a pen. And what you're going to be doing with this is you're going to be recording what you find from the previous 2 steps on that spreadsheet or on that notepad. And you want to have tabs where you break the information down by, for example, niche, video title, hashtags, like count, etc. as a baseline. And you also want to have how much that creator got paid on the most recent creativity program beta or on the last report that they did based on their creativity program beta payout as well. This allows you to associate how much they got paid with the type of content that they do, and also how the audience responded to that type of content, hence why you'd have the likes. And you can go heavier here again, have a couple more tabs based on any additional metrics that you'd like to record on this exercise, but I would start off light and just keep these baseline data points to start with. Now, what you then want to do is make sure that you review this information and identify the ones that are closest to your goals. So you want to identify the videos that are closest to the type of videos that you want to create or the niche that you want to get into, or videos that you are able to create if you're not necessarily precious about the niche that those videos are in. If you've got access to what you need to create those videos, then write those down as well. Next thing you want to do is go through the comment sections of the videos that you've narrowed down to. So you're looking for patterns here. Are people just praising these creators, or are they asking questions? Are they showing an interest in seeing more of this content? Are they complaining about stuff that they're not seeing in the videos? Are there a lot of questions that are not being answered? The patterns that you see here could lead to content ideas for the next types of videos that you create. So remember, you're already looking at content and niches that are $1 and above RPM. So you're already there. You're just now identifying what you're going to do on your account exactly. So by looking at the comments, you're finding out what the audience is asking for, and you want to balance that out with the content that the creator is already creating. You don't want to do exactly what they're doing, obviously, but you want to create similar content, but also look at what people are asking for as well and kind of marry those 2 things together. And what you want to do next is you want to get started creating content. So you've researched, you've narrowed down accounts, you know they're within the high RPM, you know what the audience is asking for. Now, got some really good content ideas. So at this point, you just press record and get started, or gather the tools that you need and the materials that you need. If you don't necessarily show your face on camera, put those videos together similar to what you've seen those creators that are doing well create, so you can get started on that journey towards targeting the same audience as well. What's worth keeping in mind is you want to try and target accounts that are more or less a similar size to yours as well. The bigger the account you target and the far off it is from your account size, then it's unlikely that you're going to be able to compete for the same hashtags, keywords, video titles, etc. But the closer the account is to your size, then that gives you a good advantage of competing as well. Alternatively, if you've not really found some accounts that you narrowed down just as yet, I will just repeat the exercise until you actually find those accounts. Redo steps 1 to 4 until you find those particular accounts. Now, as a bonus point, I would advise as well checking those creators' profile pages, the one that you've narrowed down to see what other options or alternatives they are using to monetize their content. So over and above the creativity program data, what other links, websites are they linking out to? What other products are they selling? What other affiliate products are they sharing on there? So on top of that, you can stack your income streams. You're not only focusing on one, but you've got other opportunities where they're already tapping into to earn money that you can also tap into as well. So ultimately, the goal is to make as much money as you can, right? As a content creator, doing what you love, following your passion, and ultimately getting in a place where you're able to quit your 9 to 5, which is what a lot of people are wanting to do. I'm sure that's what you want to do as well, and that's why you're watching this video. Second bonus point I want to share as well is search outside of TikTok. So if you follow these steps and you're not really seeing any content that's close to what you'd like to, or what you can create and what you've got the time to create, if you go into your browser and type in Google Keyword Planner, this is a free tool that allows you to search topics and keywords, and Google will show you how much the CPMs are for those particular keywords. And obviously, the higher the CPM is on Google, the higher the CPM is going to be on sites like Facebook and TikTok as well, because ultimately the companies that advertise are the same, the audience that they're trying to target is the same regardless of the advertising platform. And of course, the higher the CPM, the higher the amount that the platform is willing to pay the creator as well. Google is the biggest search platform on the planet and potentially the biggest advertising platform on the planet as well. So the results you get from Google are most likely going to be very closely aligned to results that you would get if TikTok had a similar tool as well. So don't just stay within TikTok, consider going outside of TikTok as well to research what niches have the highest RPMs that you can create content for. You might also want to see some examples of accounts and niches that have a very high CPM on TikTok that I found upon doing a similar search myself, in which case you should click on the video that is currently on the screen. I'll see you in there. Over the last 2 years, I've gained 390k followers on one TikTok account, and then I went on to gain over 60k followers on another. What mistakes did I make during this process? And if I knew what I know now, what would I do differently? If you value your time, you're serious about growing on TikTok, I'm going to help you fast track that process and hopefully not make the same mistakes that I did. The next 5 things that I'm going to cover, I wish somebody had told me when I started. And there's obviously a lot that I could say as well, but in the interest of keeping this video short, I've narrowed it down to just 5 things for now. Depending on how this video does, I may be prepared to do a part 2 as well. And the last tip, by the way, is what cost me the most energy. So you might want to stick around up until the end so you can hear what that is. Lesson number 5 is likes over views. So when I started, I was completely crazy about getting as many views as possible on TikTok. I was looking at creators blowing up left, right, and center, and I was getting discouraged when my videos weren't getting massive views straight away. But I quickly learned views mean nothing compared to likes. Views are what get people through the door watching your video. Likes are what people's way of indicating to the TikTok algorithm that not only have they viewed your video, but they like the stuff that they've watched. They're satisfied with content that you're putting out there. A small account with just 5k followers but 2 million likes will always get more exposure and more views compared to an account that has 100k followers but only 1 million likes. So focus on likes over views. Likes are what get you closer to profitability as well, because those are people that are not just looking at the content that you're creating, but they're telling the TikTok algorithm that they're interested in the stuff that you're talking about. So if you're someone that's selling services, products, if someone goes and likes that video, that shows an intent to potentially give you money and buy your stuff as well. Lesson number 4, watch time is king. So something that I was getting really wrong, and it's something that takes a while to master and learn. Get people watching at least the first 3 seconds of your video, 3 seconds and up. And believe it or not, it is one of the most difficult and challenging things to get people hooked within that first 3 seconds, and of course watching the rest of your video. And this is where most creators fail. They get people in through the door, but once people are in, they can't get past that first 3 seconds. And it's just crazy to think about how much the average attention span has reduced over the last couple of years thanks to social media. This is something again that I wasn't doing at the beginning that I wish someone had told me. You want to use strong hooks in your videos. Without hooks, it doesn't matter how amazing your video is, it's essentially dead in the water because you're not even getting people past that first 3 seconds to watch your video. So it's like having a shop where you're not even getting people through the door. How are they going to see all the amazing products that you've got to offer in the shop, all the free samples that you're giving away, all the stuff that's antique, all the amazing things you've got to offer, if you can't even get them in through the door and get them to at least stick around first 3 seconds? Now the good news is, with AI, and this wasn't fully available when I started, but currently with AI, you've got an opportunity to use the likes of ChatGPT, for example, to generate as many hook examples as you'd like for your specific niche. But what I advise even more than that is studying accounts that are doing very well in your niche, your competitors, accounts of a similar size that are getting more views, more engagement, more likes within your niche, and seeing what hooks they use in their videos, because most likely you're either going to have to use exactly the same hooks or very similar hooks in order to tap into that same audience that they are delivering and serving to. Lesson number 3 is go easy on yourself. The TikTok algorithm and TikTok are a business, and they have got an agenda. You may find yourself in a position where you are doing the right things, you've got the right hooks, got the right visuals, camera quality is there, the audio quality is there, you've got your graphics, you just do well put together videos, but you're still struggling to gain traction. You have to remember, TikTok is a business, and some creators, some coaches will admit this and some won't, but yes, they do have an agenda, and this is something I've proven on previous videos. If you look at the type of content that gets surfaced by the TikTok algorithm, it changes over time. What's being surfaced now may change in 2 to 3 months time, because TikTok is prioritizing certain types of content. I've done different videos on this account where I've done an audit on my For You page and shown that TikTok, for example, more recently are prioritizing TikTok shop related content and TikTok shop lives, whereas 6 months ago they may have been prioritizing something completely different. They may have been prioritizing, Black History Month, they may have been prioritizing effects, they may have been prioritizing, different agendas and different things based on what the business's goals are at the time and what they're trying to push out. They may be prioritizing series content because they've just launched a new series feature. They may be prioritizing CapCut templates. It changes over time depending on what the agenda is for TikTok as well. As much as there is a lot that you can control in terms of what you have control over, don't be too hard on yourself, because TikTok is a business. They have got an agenda, and it may be that sometimes you have to wait longer than you did initially before you see that traction. For example, right now, normal videos that haven't got any TikTok shop links, series links, or anything like that within them are taking longer to be surfaced in the algorithm, unless you're someone that's already got a ton of followers and a ton of engagement. Unless you've got people that are ready to jump in and consume your videos as soon as they go out, it's going to take a while, because the algorithm is prioritizing TikTok shop lives, TikTok shop videos, TikTok series, and other types of content that are geared towards making TikTok money. Don't be too hard on yourself. Do the best that you can. It's all you can do at the end of the day. But if you're not seeing traction straight away, this is what being a creator is all about. It's all about persistence, grit, grind, fail strategically, know when to stop and try something different. Stay ahead of what's working and be flexible. Look through your For You page, scroll, do 30, maybe 40 videos, note them down, see what type of videos they are, see how big the creators are, see what are the commonalities on the videos that are popping up on your For You page more and more. That'll give you an idea of what the algorithm is prioritizing, because what's on your For You page is what's being pushed out by the algorithm. Tip number 2 and lesson number 2, and this one makes me slightly emotional, because if I had known this at the beginning, this would have saved me so much time. But you need to ask for help. And the turning point for me was when I signed up for a coaching product from a TikTok creator that I came across on the platform. Before then, I hadn't even, looked at or considered any, coaching advice or anything like that. Before then, I was just watching general advice on YouTube, general advice on TikTok. Now, it's very important to be aware of the difference between general advice and personalized recommendation. This video, for example, is general advice. I don't know you. I don't know what your specific situation is. I don't know what challenges you're specifically going through on your account. I don't know what your specific questions are. This is just speaking to a general group of audience that are interested in a certain topic. However, when it comes to coaching, consulting, once you decide to invest in whatever that is, and I'm not trying to sell you anything, by the way, this is just my experience. Once you decide to take the leap and take up whatever that is, that person is solely focused on you and your current situation. They're giving you personalized recommendations and advice based on your current situation. So chances of you growing on the back of that are exponentially higher than just taking in general advice on books, general advice on YouTube, general advice on Google, etc. Not saying YouTube videos don't work, not saying general advice don't work. Of course it works. It just takes longer for it to work, as opposed to someone that's literally talking to you on a video call or literally consulting with you on email, specifically dealing with your issues. So if you're someone that values your time and you have got a little bit of disposable income, I would strongly advise you to do your due diligence, obviously first, but also take the leap, take the opportunity to look at any sort of support that leads to personalized recommendations towards your specific issues. Once I decided to pick up that coaching program from this particular creator, I remember it took me a while to get to my first 100. I think it took me like a year to get to my first 100k followers, but it took me like 2 to 3 weeks to get from 100k to 200k. And you'd be surprised at what's in people's heads. Once you have someone that is more experienced sat next to you, or talking to you on camera, or specifically recommending some tips based on your current situation, based on experience that they've had, you'd be absolutely blown away at some of the results that you can get. But equally, having said all that, do your due diligence and make sure that if you are investing your money, you're happy to take the risk and you're investing it in a reputable source. The one that makes me slightly emotional, when I started on TikTok, I did not start with the end in mind. I was a bit of a niche surfer. I started with my musician, I produce beats, and my intention was, okay, let me start this TikTok thing. People are blowing up. I've got my beats that I want people to hear and listen to. Let me see what this is about. And my very first video ever, cringiest, worst video in the world, was me playing a beat of mine in the background and kind of just reacting to it. And from there, I kind of saw that, different niche worked and people were becoming popular in like optical illusions and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, let me look at this niche. And then I kind of surfed a few different niches, and that really hurt me in the long run. Start with the end in mind. Don't surf niches. In fact, I would strongly advise you, rather than doing that, if at all possible, consider starting a completely new account as opposed to switching niches on an existing account, because what you're then doing is changing your audience altogether. What you're then doing is asking the algorithm of TikTok or YouTube to then abandon the audience that you were serving before and go and look for a completely new audience to serve your content to. Now, this could potentially be quicker on TikTok, but on platforms like YouTube, that can really hurt you, because YouTube is notorious for taking months before they find the proper audience for you, which then allows you to get some traction and get the right amount of views. This has cost me a lot of energy. In fact, if you look at my account, you'll notice that relative to the number of followers that I get, my views are very inconsistent. And that's the reason why, because a lot of those followers may have come from different niches and different types of content that I was doing. A very important thing to remember as well is the TikTok algorithm reviews every new video differently. Just because you got 1 million views on the last video, unless you're speaking to exactly the same audience, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's guaranteed that you're going to get 1 million views in the next video as well. So you want to try and align your content towards the same niche and the same audience over time as much as possible. By starting with the end in mind, you're choosing a niche that you're happy to stay within, and that you're happy to go viral on, that you're happy that you can find ideas and continuously create content comfortably. Happy with this niche, you can recreate content in this niche, and for the longer term, you're happy being identified within this niche. I did not do that, and that really hurt me at the beginning. Practically, all that is just doing your research, searching through the TikTok search bar, looking at what people are interested in whatever niche that you're interested in, even going outside of TikTok as well, and using tools like Google Trend, keyword tools, and other social media platforms, and seeing what's popping, what what are people's questions that you can answer essentially. If you are in education related content, if you're in entertainment content, you can take the same approach as well. But however you want to approach it, start with the end in mind as well. And one of the worst things that has happened to me multiple times while I was learning my hard lessons is having a video go viral that you're not proud of, or that's in a niche that you don't want to be associated with in future. Let me just try this video. Let's see if it goes viral like it did for, creator X or creator A. And lo and behold, it does go viral. Next thing, you're trapped in a situation where you have to decide if you should continue creating content in this niche that you're not happy with, that you're not proud of, that you don't want people to see your face on, or whether you should pivot and move towards the niche that you're interested in. One thing is inevitable, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, you will go viral. And by going viral, I don't mean, 10 million views. Virality is relative depending on your account size. It can be that you normally get 200 views and you suddenly get 1,000 views. It can be that you normally get 1,000 views and suddenly you get 20,000 views. So it depends on your account and where you are. When you start with the end in mind, you're making sure that you are ready for success, because it will happen, and it will happen when you least expect it. And when it does, you want to make sure that you're ready. That video that's blowing up, it's got all the right messages, the right links, and it puts you in a good light, and whatever topic that you're talking about in that video is in the light that you want it to be about. So when that success does come, you're ready to leverage it to lead you to even more success for your future videos. If you found this video helpful and you want to set yourself up for success going into 2024, I've actually got a video on the screen as well with 5 more tips that can help earn you money on the creativity program beta in 2024 on TikTok. I'll see you in there. I've discovered a faceless niche that could earn you thousands on TikTok in 2024 as a beginner and as a small channel if you do it correctly. Let me show you. The account that you can see on the screen right now is making money on TikTok using a very simple method, a very simple feature that is not the creativity program beta. In fact, they're not worried about uploading videos that are a minute or longer. They're not worried about potentially getting disqualified because of views that are not qualified. In fact, they're not worried about editing their videos. They're not worried about even showing their videos at all. They use a simple feature called TikTok Shop, and as you can see, the algorithm is giving them a push. They're getting pretty decent views for an account that's got 5,361 followers. And in a second, what I'm going to do is just deconstruct the types of videos that they do. I'm also going to prove to you a little bit later on in the video why I'm pretty sure this creator is making anywhere from 10k a month utilizing TikTok Shop. So we're gonna go through that. Stick with me up until the end. You're just gonna be blown away. And if you are serious about making money on TikTok, you're gonna want to jump onto this straight away. As you can see, this is a faceless niche as well. They are not having to show their face in any of these videos that you can see on here. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the kind of videos that they do. As you can see, they're getting some pretty decent views on their profile here for a small account. And as I say, the crazy thing is they are not having to put their face in the video. They're not having to do anything like that, which means that they essentially have a chance to create more of these accounts and make even more money. Now, the other crazy thing is I discovered this account while looking through some of the best performing accounts on TikTok. So if you go onto the TikTok marketplace, TikTok actually has a leaderboard of TikTok Shop affiliate accounts that are making a lot of money and are good examples for other smaller creators to follow. So TikTok does in fact know that this account exists, and they can see the types of videos, the hashtags and what they're doing, and TikTok essentially doesn't care. All they care about, this account is performing very well and they are making TikTok money as well. This is a good opportunity for you to replicate, get your foot in the door and make yourself a little bit of money. You're not using your face, you're not using your voice, and all you're doing is getting these videos out there and placing TikTok Shop links. Now, in a second, what I'm going to do is jump onto my iPhone screen recording, because you cannot see TikTok Shop links on desktop, but you'll be able to see the TikTok Shop links in a second, see what they're promoting, see what some of their best performing videos are, and then we'll work out together how much they are probably roughly making from these commissions per month. And as I say, you're just absolutely gonna be blown away. If you are serious about making money on TikTok in 2024, don't put all your eggs in just one basket. Don't put all your eggs in the creativity program beta. Think about this opportunity as well. So let's jump into my other screen recording and let me show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to play a few videos just to give you an idea of the types of videos that this creator is making. Then we're going to deconstruct the videos to give you an idea of how you can recreate similar videos. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the commission rates on some of the products that are doing very well on this account. And we're going to estimate how much it is exactly that our creator is making. Okay, so you get the idea, and for those of you who are eagle-eyed, you'll have noticed that there's a few common traits, there's a few common characteristics on these particular videos. And to start off with, the length of the videos, they're only around 6 or 7 seconds long. The second thing is that all these videos have TikTok shop links on them, okay? Even the videos that have done really, really well. And the third thing is that the creator is not showing their face on these videos. In fact, when we talk about deconstructing what it is they do exactly, step number one is they get some kind of B-roll. B-roll is the footage that they're playing in the background, which can be very easily either shot on the smartphone that they're using, or you can go ahead and go on sites like Pexels and download B-roll footage for free that you can include in these videos that you've got copyrights to use. The second thing that they're doing is they're including some music, catchy, vibey, music that plays in the background while the video is playing. There's no talking in the videos at all. So not only is this faceless, but it's also voiceless. You don't hear the person talking. All you hear is some music, you've got some B-roll. And the third thing that they're doing is they're putting some words on the screen, and the words talk about the products that they are promoting. Let me show you an example. Girls, stop wearing simple hoodies. Trust me, if you wear this, you'll definitely not recognize yourself. This is the hoodie that they're talking about. Just imagine cuddling with your man in the super soft blanket. There's the blanket. Almost 2024, girls, stop wearing that ordinary hoodie and get this cool hoodie, and everyone will ask you where you got this masterpiece. There's the hoodie again. You guys get the point. So 3 main things: text, B-roll, and music. And the good news that I have for you is the music is already available on TikTok, commercial music that you can use for free within the app. So essentially all of what they are using, all the ingredients are there that they can use completely free of charge to recreate the videos. The fourth thing is, how do you get the TikTok shop links? It's quite simple. All you do once you qualify, which they do, you apply for TikTok shop to become an affiliate. You get accepted in literally a few minutes. Once that's happened, you get access to the TikTok shop creator marketplace. Let me show you. This is the TikTok shop product marketplace where you can select products. All you do is click add onto the product that you want to add. It goes onto your profile, onto your showcase section. And the next time you create a video, you get an option to select that product to include in that video. It's literally that simple. A few clicks, a few steps, and you've already got a product that you can promote. And as you can see on the TikTok shop marketplace, you also get an idea of how much you can earn as commission on that product. For example, this is one of the products that they were promoting, this women's 2023 solid ribbed long sleeve sports jumpsuit. So if I promote this on my TikTok shop account, I'm going to earn £2.74 for each product sold. Now it's coming up in pounds because I'm based in the United Kingdom. If you're in the US, it'll be coming up in dollars, and the same for wherever you are in the world. And it's that simple. And they've already, just like that, you've got the video, you've got the text, you've got the music, you've got the B-roll, and now you've got a product that you can promote. All you need to do is put a catchy message on the screen that's going to grabs people's attention, and get them to look at the product, and a certain percentage of those people are going to buy that product. The shop itself is going to make money, TikTok is going to make money, and you're going to earn commission, whatever commission that particular product is offering. Now let's look at their most viewed video and estimate how much money this creator would have made. So if I click on the 7.5 million view video, and very simple, nice message, catchy text on the screen. You've got just some random B-roll of something in the background they probably shot on their phone. You've got a nice description, tags, and this video was uploaded on the 3rd of November and it's already at 7.5 million views or whatever it is, but more importantly, it's got 140,000 likes as well. Now, if we click on the product that they're promoting, we can see that it's that same jumpsuit that I was just looking at a second ago. Now, because I'm also a TikTok Shop affiliate on my own account, I'll be able to see what commission they're earning. And I can see that they're earning £2.74 on each product sold. Now, remember that, £2.74, and it's not going to be much higher than that in dollars. So if we go back and say, okay, let's assume the 140,000 people that like this video all purchase that product. And don't worry, I know this is a stretch. We are going to bring it down gradually and bring down the percentage of people that we think purchase the product. So if we start off with all of them purchase the product, so what we're going to say is 140,000 and multiply that by the amount of commission that they earn per product, which is £2.74. So if everyone that liked this video purchased that jumpsuit, this creator in commissions alone will have made £383,600 in commissions alone, and the shop would have obviously made more than that. Now, let's say half of those people purchased the product. So 50% of the people that liked this video purchased this product. So if we divide that 383,600 by 2, which is 50%, and that's going to give you 191,800 on one video. Okay, let's say 25% of the people that liked the video purchased the product. So again, we're going to divide this amount by 2. This creator would have made £95,900 on that one product. And remember, you're not tied to one video. On TikTok, you can upload multiple videos a day. You can obviously upload daily, potentially 30 videos a month, potentially 60 videos a month if you upload twice daily, and the list goes on. And that is just one of their videos. If we say less than even 25% purchase the product, if we say half of 25% purchase the product, we're going to again divide that by 2. And half of 25%, what are you looking at? You're looking at what, 12.5%, and that's 47,950. And the lower you go, gradually you can bring that down, but you can easily see that with multiple videos per month, 1 or 2 of those videos are going to achieve some kind of virality. And once you're at that stage, all you need is 1 or 2 videos to do really, really well per month, and you're going to make way more money than you potentially can with other features like the creativity program beta, etc. And again, I'm going to remind you guys that the reason why TikTok is pushing TikTok Shop so hard, this is one of the more certain ways that TikTok makes money, because this is one of the oldest making money online methods out there, called affiliate marketing. It's very old-fashioned. It's existed for a very long time. It's trusted. It's a multiple billion dollar industry online, on sites like Shopify, YouTube, etc. Everyone makes money. The affiliate marketer makes money. TikTok themselves make money. And the shop owner that sells those particular products makes money. When you compare that against something like the creativity program beta, yes, TikTok might make money. I've not seen the numbers behind that and what they look like, but chances are, for me, they probably bet more on features like TikTok Shop because it's more certain. Whereas with the creativity program beta, you have to hope that advertisers are going to be willing to pay you to advertise on people's videos, and even when they do, how much return on investment are they going to get, and how much are you going to get their business in the long term? With this, these are physical products that people are buying. So it's a very, very certain way of making money. I hope you guys can see what I mean there. And the good news is I have also got a playlist that you can jump onto if you are wanting to see more examples of small creators, beginners that are absolutely clueless, that are jumping onto TikTok and making tens of thousands of money using this same method. If you're interested in starting that journey for yourself in 2024, if you click on the video that is on the screen right now, I'm going to show you more examples of how you can achieve this yourself. I'll see you in there.